One of the biggest controversies in the sporting world in the last few weeks is what has me absolutely batshit today, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going out of my damn mind on this edition, a Hall of Fame follow-up. You might remember about a month and a half ago, we put up a video talking about how Jeff Kent should unequivocally, unquestionably be in the Hall of Fame. I'm not going to go back and go into that because I'm probably going to lose my mind. Guess what? He didn't make it as predicted. However, Big Papi, David Ortiz, the man himself, Boston's finest, got in. A 16-year career, 541 career home runs, over 1,700 RBIs, multiple World Series rings. The guy deserved it. I'm not questioning that. Anybody that thinks I am, hear me out. I am not. David Ortiz should be in the Hall of Fame. But guess what? Big Papi was not that big in 1997 when he came up. Wonder why? Linked to a steroid report in 2003, the same one that Mr. Alex Rodriguez got linked to, and we know that guy's not getting in anytime soon. Here we are, 18, 19, almost 20 years later, and Big Papi has ascended to Cooperstown. Gonna say it again. Big Papi, you belong in Cooperstown. This is our city. You know it. I feel ya. You should be there. I get it. Arguably the biggest athlete, physically and otherwise, to come out of Boston in the last half century. There's a reason why the guy is there. But if he's there, then his contemporaries should be as well. David Ortiz comes from one of the most explosive era of baseball that we have ever seen. These are the guys I grew up with, man. And you know who else should be there? Barry Bonds. You know, Barry Bonds, 7-time MVP, and home runs all-time and single season. The king himself, that's all great. How about his walks? Over 200 multiple times. This guy has almost double the amount of intentional walks for a career than anybody else in history. Did the steroids help with him taking those pitches? No, that was his eye. Look, does it matter me trying to convince you about stats on Barry Bonds that aren't involved in power, like stolen bases, hits, RBI? Okay, I'm not going to try and convince you, even though it sounds like it, because ultimately it doesn't matter. Why? This is a popularity contest. Right now, at this very moment, how many guys are in the Hall of Fame linked to steroids? No. I'm not saying proof, okay? As far as we know, there is no proof about anybody in the Hall of Fame with a bust. But the linkages are real, and they smell. Bud Selig, the commissioner, the man himself, the guy overseeing the entire ship, was in control of baseball for multiple decades while all this was going on. What did he do? In the Hall of Fame. So if we know guys are in that used, and the commish himself from that time period is front and center in Cooperstown, then what are we talking about here? Barry Bonds deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. Arguably one of the greatest hitters of all time. The hell with arguably. The greatest hitter of all time deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. This popularity contest has gotten out of control. The writers need to get in touch and understand that this is 2022. Oh, add insult to injury, MLB's not testing anymore. Hello? Barry Bonds should be in the Hall of Fame. Agree with me? Disagree with me? That's up to you. Leave your comments below and let us know what you think. And as always, guys, have a great day playing with cardboard.